Hello and welcome to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Today's top story deals with the upcoming election, because who doesn't love some politics? Around 40 days after primary election night, Democrats in Iowa House District 92, which includes all of Washington County and parts of Johnson County, have announced their likely candidate for the open seat of the legislature, Eileen Barron of Kelowna. This is an important moment, Barron said. There's too much at stake for any race in our state to go uncontested this November. It didn't sit well with me that people in my district would have only one candidate on the ballot, and I feel strongly motivated to meet the challenge. To run on the ballot, Barron will need to be selected by a nominating convention of Democrats in each precinct of the district. Such a move looks likely, as no other candidate have put their name in the running, according to Washington County Democrats recruiter Terry Phillips, who said he believed the party had a deadline in mid-August. It's mostly a formality, said Phillips. A vote will occur to confirm Eileen. There are precise procedures that are laid out by state law. While she hasn't run for office before, Barron said she felt equipped to represent the people of House District 92. I'm a citizen, I have a degree of intelligence, I care about the people, I care about the issues, so I was encouraged to throw my hat into the ring. Barron said she would listen to the wishes of her voters above all else if elected. It's a stance that contrasts with Heather Hora, her future opponent, who has framed herself as a, quote, conservative's conservative, and promises to stick to the GOP platform religiously. I want voters to have a choice, and I want to listen, said Barron. Regardless of my personal views on things, I want to listen and stand up on what my constituents are concerned about. Looking at some construction happening locally, construction of an asphalt paved shoulder is set to begin July 21st on Wayland Road from the Washington-Henry County line to 320th Street. The project will complete the safety improvement of a paved shoulders along the Wayland Road in Washington County, with the initial phase from the Washington city limits to 312th Street being completed back in 2011. The shoulder paving projects will be completed by North Asphalt Paving Company of Ottumwa, which was awarded the contract for over $500,000 back in February. A $250,000 transportation safety improvement program grant from the Iowa Department of Transportation is helping paying for a portion of the project. It is anticipated work will be completed in approximately 1 week, depending on the weather. For the duration, a portion of the road will be open to through traffic. However, the contractor will use pilot cars and flaggers to control the flow of traffic through the work zone. The public should use caution when traveling through the work zone and obey all directions from the contractor. Residents may contact the county's engineer office for additional information at 319-653-7731. Looking at the Washington County Fair, it takes a lot for a pig to impress fairgoers in Washington County, one of the top pork producers in the state and in the nation. But one animal this year, a 700-pound pig named Shelton, is drawing a lot of attention. Shelton isn't in town for the ag exhibitions. He's a part of Hog, Diggity Dog, and More, a new performance at this year's fair. The animal show has a variety of acts featuring several dogs, a camel, and of course, Shelton. Hot Diggity Dog and More performer Colleen Pages said the animals underwent training 3 to 4 days a week, a regimen that comes with a string of summertime tours and holiday shows. The group traveled from Webster County at the start of the week, finishing setting up in Washington around 4 a.m. on Monday. Sticking with the fair, Keota-based coffee truck business Rural Revival is making a splash in its first year at the Washington County Fair. Co-owners Carrie Burt and Naomi Gretter, former teachers in Keota, said their business would provide a free lemonade to all 4-H, FFA, and Clover Kids members. This is our first time doing this, and we think this is awesome that these kids are able to handle this kind of responsibility, Burt said. We wanted to reward them in some kind of little way, just something to look forward to. Beyond the free lemonade, Burt said business at the fair was good. It's been very steady in the mornings. I'm glad we're open early. It's kind of a slower time in the afternoons, but during events it picks up. While the former teachers left education, their spot at the fair offered several reunions with previous students. It is now time for obituaries. James Benjamin Fett of Bonaparte passed away on Friday, July 15th at the age of 44. Schmidt's funeral home is in charge of arrangements. Doris J. Walljasper of Farmington passed away on Friday, July 15th as well at the age of 93. Schmidt's funeral home is in charge of the arrangements. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Welcome back to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for the weather. It is currently 88 degrees and sunny out. Winds are coming from the northwest at 18 miles an hour, so pretty windy out there. Overnight temperatures will drop down to 66 degrees and remain clear. Tomorrow will be a hot one with temperatures reaching 96 degrees before real fuel is factored in. Like today, the skies will remain sunny throughout. At night, it will be 64 degrees with the possibility for a stray shower. Looking to the weekend, Friday will be mostly cloudy in the morning, but the clouds will begin to clear off throughout the day. Saturday will be a scorcher with temperatures reaching 99 degrees. It'll be a good day to stay inside with temperatures that high. It can be dangerous, 99 degrees before real fuel is factored in. That is quite dangerous. And at night, there will be a 58% chance of thunderstorms. Sunday will thankfully be much cooler with the high of only 85. There will be a mix of clouds and sun earlier, but become more cloudy as the day goes on. Sunday there's a chance of rain, although only 30%. The rain will stick around on Monday morning with conditions clearing off in the afternoon, only for the rain to return at night.
And now, sports, brought to you by Fairway.
The sixth-seeded Golden Hawks avenged a 3-0 regular season loss by knocking off number 3 seed Cascade 3-2 at Merchant Park in Carroll, pulling off the only upset of the first round and securing a spot in Thursday's semifinal. And speaking of wiping away the past, that's exactly what junior starter Colin Miller did on the mound for Mid-Prairie. 2 years after struggling with his command in the 2020 state tournament, Miller came out and tossed a gem, giving up just 2 runs over 6 innings of work. I walked a lot of guys in that game, and so did the rest of our pitching staff, said Miller. I knew I had to come out and throw strikes. After a scoreless first inning, Tyler Helmuth gave the Golden Hawks a big boost to start the second. The senior lined a deep shot into center field and scampered around the bases for a leadoff triple, giving Mid-Prairie an early spark. Just to get on base and hit the ball hard has been my mindset all year, said Helmuth. I'm not going to lie, I thought it might have been a pop-out, but then everyone started screaming and I just started running. 2 batters later, Brock Harlan knocked Helmuth in on a perfectly executed safety squeeze. Later in the frame, Miller delivered an RBI single, scoring Dylan Henry to make it a 2-0 ball game. Kane Brown singled and stole second in the top of the third. Bean scored Brown with an RBI single. And although Mid-Prairie would strand the bases loaded in the inning, the Golden Hawks enjoyed a 3-0 lead after 3 innings. That 3-0 advantage was safe through 5 innings, but Cascade's bats eventually came to life. In the bottom of the 6th, the Cougars scored their first run on a wild pitch. Then with 1 out, Cooper Hummel, who threw 3 2/3 shutout innings in relief to keep Cascade, cut the Golden Hawks' advantage to 1 run with a sacrifice fly. After a scoreless Mid-Prairie 7th, the Cougars had their chance to steal the game. Cascade knocked out Miller with a leadoff walk, and Miller's cousin, Kane Brown, came on to save the game. Miller says, I trust Kane with all of my life. We've been tight all our lives, and I told him he's got to go up there and throw strikes. Brown had some rough luck right away as Cascade's Justin Rawling reached base on a slow roller to second base, putting 2 on with nobody out, in bringing the top of the order up, but the Mid-Prairie junior had a trick up his sleeve. After a meeting at the mound, Brown sniped a pickoff throw to first to catch Rawling napping and recording the first out of the inning. He followed that by forcing 2 straight flyouts to end the game. The final out fell into the glove of another player who had to step up for his team. Helmuth, who was playing his first game in the outfield due to a defensive shift brought on by injuries, ran in to make the catch, and the Golden Hawks celebration was on. "I've never played outfield before," Helmuth said. "The ball was right in the sun. It had me a little nervous, but I stayed confident." The win moved the Golden Hawks on to the first Class 2A semifinal on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Mid-Prairie will play second-seeded Estherville Lincoln Central, with the winner playing either number 1 seed Van Meter or number 4 seed Beckman Catholic in Friday's Class 2A championship. That's the news for Washington today. Thank you for joining us on the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens, and I will see you next time.